and bringing us back into our 37th session, 5th session upon the Red Rise Massacre.
Sessions for one day.
Yep, 5 sessions for one day. Hopefully we start to spread them out a little bit more, probably not. We ended last session after catching up with some of the assailants, the people who seemingly prosecuted this Red Rise Massacre. One of whom you guys recognize, or at least one of you recognize, that being Sakir. This being the lover of Varys, who seems to be a very, very powerful spellcaster. So, with that, we began combat. You guys got a little bit of a jump on them, deciding not to try and chat it out. They seem to not want to kill you, or seem to have orders to have not killed you. Rikus, of this group especially, has no such qualms, and is really trying to kill them. Half of his party is down, with both Linen and Sakir currently unconscious, due to the plate-armored greatsword-wielding Pilat by the fountain right now.
Why does he have 55 feet of movement?
He's got a lot of movement. He moves very, very fast. We come back to Leopold. It is your turn. What would you like
Yes. With this, I am going to look to Rikus and sort of like nod to the retreating Palat, sort of, non-verbally asking, should we keep engaging?
I'm not looking in your direction.
He is most assuredly not.
I'm looking in.
In that case, assuming that talking is a
Game is paused.
reaction, I will shout. I will shout to Rikus and ask, should we keep going? Oh yeah, I forgot we had. I keep forgetting we have mental communicators. I will do that mentally.
Game is paused. Yeah, I'm looking in this direction.
Well, you
Yeah.
hear through the mental link between you guys that question.
Yes, yes.
So we are continuing to engage.
According to Rikus.
All right, let me quickly check the stats on this
Do you
thing.
have
I will respond. A quick response. The witch is almost dead.
Damn, that is going to be just out of range. At least out of short range.
In Rikus' head,
So annoying that is just
they're under
out of
orders
range.
not to kill us, which means we are not at risk of dying.
Thing is, I really want to do more damage than what I can with like just a cantrip, but I don't really have any offensive first level spells, and I have that flintlock, but it has a minimum like easy range, whatever you want to call it, of 30 feet. So the mage is just out of reach of that. So in that case. Now, my cannon, I still have my cannon, and I know there was an issue with me taking a bonus action when I shouldn't have, but I believe that's been settled, so I am free to have my bonus action, Zach?
Yes, you are.
Okay. In that case, continuing to engage, let me very quickly check the range on this spell. This is 60 feet of range, okay. So I don't... Actually, I will have to move like 15 feet forward. 15 feet forward. I am now 60 feet away. Nah. I will shoot her first with a Ray of Frost, which I believe should be on my... roll 20, or not my roll 20, my... that is
Plus 9.
not on this. Okay, that is not on my Foundry sheet, unfortunately. Yeah, but I have a plus... Okay, why do I have a +9 for Ray of Frost, but only +7 for Frostbolt? Firebolt, rather. That is...
Because
weird.
Firebolt is through your high elf.
Oh, okay. I didn't think that would matter, but I guess it does matter now, huh?
I am under the assumption...
Because I get a +2 to attack with my Artificer spells because of my focus.
Yes, you do, but you do not get a bonus to your racial spells.
I did not think that would matter, and I might like mess around with that later if you're okay with that, GM. But for the time being, I have a +9 to hit with this, and it's not on Foundry, so just 1d20 +9. I don't think 12 hits.
A 12 does not. No.
Racial spells are hard locked on what they scale with. So, for example, intelligence. So if
Yeah.
you're not an intelligence-based character, it's not going to scale with intelligence.
Well, no, it's not the fact that it scales off of a different stat. It's the fact that my focus specifically gives me +2 for my Artificer spells. This is not an Artificer spell because I know it from my race.
So, like, if you had one
okay.
War Mage, that bonus would not go to
Yeah.
it.
Well,
because
in that
it's
case...
for wizard spells.
Yeah, in that case,
Understood.
I will shoot her with Force Ballista, hoping to actually hit. Although, say, I guess my Force Ballista isn't a spell, so this wouldn't get buffed either, which feels awkward, but does indeed fit. Hopefully a 23 hits.
A 23 will hit.
And she's not going to shield it or anything?
A shield still will not bring her AC high enough.
Alright, I got 2d8 damage. 5 damage.
Okay.
And she is pushed 5 feet away. Oh, hold on. Is it a choice or is that automatic?
I believe that is
Straight.
automatic.
I also believe it is automatic, but I want to check that. Check just in case.
Choose at least 18 AC.
Force
This is
Ballista.
winnable.
I
Yeah,
agree.
it is.
It is
Yeah.
pushed.
It is pushed.
So,
And
that's more so that is an action cantrip, bonus action use your turret.
yeah, I've used 15 feet of movement, so I think I will go ahead and move another 15 in, trying to pursue.
Okay.
End turn.
The pursuer.
So, while you are knocked unconscious, it was via non-lethal attacks.
Yepers.
So you technically don't have to roll a death save. But, go ahead and roll a constitution saving throw, because if you get a nat
Roger.
20, you rise up at one hit point.
Wah!
A 19.
Ah!
That's very, very close, but not quite there. But you are definitely stable.
Yeah.
Okay. On Shadamisia's turn, you see her make her way to the door. And as she reaches the door, Rikus and Leopold, you're the only ones who see this since you're the only ones obviously who have line of sight. She seemingly kind of reaches down into her robe and fiddles with something, and as she does, you see the arcane runes around the frame of this massive door shine brightly for but a moment and then fade again as the door pops open. You also see, it seems some of the runes that were on the door are deactivated as it opens. That doesn't seem to be from her. She presses it open, and then you see her pull out some kind of device, and she is going to hold her action. Secure.
Rolling d20.
If he gets a nat
It's
1,
14.
Does he start death saving?
We'll see. Maybe.
Alright, I rolled 14.
Wayne, we are to the Custus.
I want to see
As you round the corner, you immediately see Leopold directly in front of you. You see Rikus to your left, a heavily armored person who just whacked the shit out of your teammates. I'm 40 feet away from you. And you see the doors now scraping against the concrete outside as they open.
Wayne, you just hopped over Lennon's corpse to look around the wall.
Yes.
Yep. I'm going to move another 10, so that's still for 25. If I could switch my cool. And I'm like, hey, bitch, cat, fireball.
Okay. All right. Well, she has a +7 on the save, and I'm going to roll this publicly. She
Needs a 17.
does not have advantage on this.
It is pure 50-50.
It is pure 50.
Well, actually, I was about to say slightly less, actually, because the 10 would save. So
She
Yeah!
45-55, but she fails.
Let me see. Okay,
Nah,
she
fuck her.
does have some points on her arcane ward, but not a lot. So, roll damage.
In 4 absorb elements.
Are we
Does not
winning,
have
guys?
elements.
Why do we hate this lady so much?
Because she's a servant of Varus who presumably orchestrated the entire last 3 sessions, their last 4 sessions.
Right.
Oh, I thought it was just because Secure saw her tits and can't let him have nice things.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I mean, that too, but
Oh,
Ooh!
Yeah.
that is
Okay.
damn. 3 6s, a 5, 2 4s.
So Wayne, do you place this fireball like right at her? Do you throw it at her face, at her feet?
I put it like square in her tits.
Okay. So you
Damn.
round the corner as she pulls this what seems like scroll of sorts. It seems like it's almost like an iron plate that can be stretched out. It looks weird. It looks like some kind of magic item. But you see her pull this out from her forearms robe and is looking towards Palat and reaches a hand out towards him. And as you do, you just round the corner. She has no cleavage until you burn the clothes off.
We all get to see it now. Suck it,
No,
Secure.
it doesn't
For
burn
everybody!
I mean,
but her
Linden
clothes
wouldn't get to
are
because he's
singed.
unconscious.
She, as you round the corner, you throw this fireball, and she catches the ball, and she seems to be attempting to cast a counter, but realizes too late that you are too far away. And this fireball enraptures her, and as the smoke clears, she is no longer conscious.
Yes. Okay, now we just have the pilot.
yeah. Honestly, the one,
Nope, Pilates murders us.
the more
Pilates.
difficult one.
Okay, that is your action. Do you have a bonus action?
I don't believe I have any bonus actions because I've spent
All your
all of
points.
Wait. so I can't quicken anything.
Alright, right, because it's up to you.
So
Rikus at 1 HP
Yeah.
has to 1 turn to
Yeah. Yeah, he's got this. You got this, Rikus.
Yeah. Can anyone remember what bullets I did use last time I reloaded?
Oh my gosh.
It was like
You
one
said it like
exploding.
3
no, it
times
was one. Okay, so I had 5.
So you used
One was
it-
a regular
No, you had 1 regular, 2 seeking, and 2 exploding.
and 2
You
exploding. I used both seekings.
both seekings and an exploding.
1 explosive.
Yeah,
So
at
you
least.
have
Yes,
An explosive
yes.
And a standard.
Okay. Okay.
Oh. My light is hardcore flickering.
It's a sign of demons in your house.
Nah, they're afraid of me.
They're afraid of God, not you.
DM, with her being unconscious, she is prone, correct?
She is currently prone, which means you have disadvantage on ranged attacks. There we go.
Run up and
Darn.
slap her with your cursed sight.
I do not have 90 feet of movement, even with my
Slap her with your.
Raven Queen jumping.
Ian, what were you gonna say? Dawn.
I mean, I was going to say cock, but I thought it was funny if I let it drop.
I obviously saw her drop, correct?
Yes, you did.
Okay,
Saw a big plume of
free-
fire erupt in the area.
free check. How is he looking?
He is in full plate, and there is no blood on it yet, aside from blood from his enemies.
It's also
So-
acid burned plate.
Oh yeah.
He does have a lessened AC currently.
Got any electricity, buddy?
Anyways, actually, she was sorry. I was taking a moment for my turn here. I got a little bamboozled by what just happened.
For actually
Yes.
I will note she had like 28 hit points after her last use of her arcane ward. So if you'd have rolled below average, or even meh, she wouldn't have gone down.
Anyways, 80
I
feet.
mean-
That's within range.
35 out of 48, maximum possible, is very, very good.
Yeah.
A lot, on the other hand, it's a tanky boy.
I was gonna say you didn't roll a 1, you rolled 2 2s, and everything else was above average.
Yep.
3 6s, a 5, 2 4s, 2 2s, 2 2.
How many?
You got it, Thomas. I believe in you.
Sorry, I'm just checking how many whistlers and exploding die I had. Sorry, exploding bullets.
A handful.
Looks like it was 4. Yeah, 4 whistlers and 5 explodings. I've used 2 whistlers and 1 exploding. So, I'm going to use my bonus action to load one more exploding and 2 more whistlers.
Okay.
And yeah.
Yeah.
And I am within 80 feet. I know I'm going to get disadvantage anyways. But I'm going to fire an exploding bullet at her / right
You just want to make sure. she's
right
dead.
at her.
Cool.
So it explodes. It's I don't know if I need to.
I
You know,
will
we're just gonna roll it.
clarify something for you. How death saves work when damaged is melee attacks immediately take 2 death saves. Any other type of
Okay.
attack takes 1.
Even
Any
a
other
bullet.
damage.
It's funny.
I haven't written the rules. Well, I mean, if we are being entirely honest, if someone is right there prone and you can place exactly where your melee strike is, and you've got a machete, you're probably gonna do more, like, lethal damage than shooting a body on the ground.
Okay.
Immediately lethal. Like, lethal over time,
Okay.
yeah, the bullet's still gonna be lethal over time.
Okay, DM. I know I'm taking up more time. However, with the Nick property rules, I have to use my action to attack in order to use my bonus action to attack. Correct? Oh, with the light weapon property, am I able to attack as a bonus action?
Well, you've already used your bonus action to reload your weapon.
I guess that's true. But in the future,
So in the future, the Nick property, it is
Yes, that allows
part
me-
of your action when you wield a light weapon in both your main and offhand.
It's part of the light property.
When will he's figuring
But
that
as
out?
part of the light property is, I guess I don't know what the light property is. I would have to look that up.
I was going to say,
I've never-
your revolver does not have the light property.
No.
Neither does your hunting rifle. Your arcane
But we did
does.
roll. Yes. We'll get into certain semantics of what we decided a session or so ago on being able to use the Nick property to attack 3 times. Because I had rolled a luck check and I succeeded. Anyways,
So attacks at disadvantage.
yes, attacks at disadvantage with my exploding bullet rifle hunting attack. Disadvantage. Damn, 15.
15 does not hit.
Okay. Even though it does not hit.
The explosion beside her does cause.
Yes,
some
let me
damage.
look at the 2d6 fire. Whoa.
Is it 2d6 fire or 2d6 fire, 2d6 bludgeoning or piercing?
Sorry, 2d6 fire, 2d6 piercing. You are correct.
I was gonna say, not like it's gonna change, like it's not going to kill her. Not dead. You need unconscious, whereas unconscious. There we go.
And there's no way for me to roll that normally from my damage roll, so I'm just going to roll 46.
Regardless, she immediately takes 1 death save.
So with that specific ammunition in this instance, would that be 2 death saves if he had actually hit her with the projectile and then hit her with the explosion?
That's a question I'm asking myself currently.
That's also a question I'm asking myself.
Guaranteed damage is guaranteed damage at the end of the day.
Go ahead and roll your second.
This is
attack.
true.
I'll be right back.
Haha.
Double. While that's going on, Wayne, can you remind me how many sorcery points does it take to recover a spell slot?
I believe it's based on what level of spell slot you're. I don't do it very often.
And I don't know how many spell slots you have. Why am I blinking? I don't know how many character or spell slots you have, Wayne, but it might be worth it to convert one spell slot if you need sorcery points.
I've got 2/3 and a second left, so
What was your second attack,
Problem.
Thomas?
DM, I was going to tell you that Reich is seeing that he missed with this shaky ass fucking faux left arm. Just kind of whispers under his breath, fuck this. And I, shouldering my rifle like with my cheek a little bit, digs in my pocket and grabs out my clockwork amulet, and holding onto the chain while I hold the rifle, I fire my next shot while activating my clockwork amulet.
Okay, making an automatic 10.
Making an automatic 10 plus my modifier, which is a 13. Which is a 23. The next bullet is also an exploding. So I'm forcing you to make that decision. Anyways, which is damage.
Okay.
Hold on, I gotta math real quick. 1d6 from Hunter's Mark plus 2d6 plus 2d6 is 5d6.
Damn.
A lot of ones from those d6s.
Yeah, 3 ones. Damn.
Oh, Wayne, I found it, by the way. First level converts to 2, second to 3, 3, 4, and 5 is
Okay.
5, 6, 7.
So Thomas, there is no conclusive rules is written as to whether this is 2 procs of damage. Well,
Okay.
we gave you a proc of damage due to the exploding die, due to the exploding bullet. I am going to leave this to a roll of the dice or a flip of the coin. You can either roll a d20 and pick high or low, or I can flip our coin.
Or you roll a luck.
Pick high or low if you're gonna roll.
Group consensus? No.
I mean,
Just have fun with it.
let's flip a coin to see if you should choose high or low.
You know what, DM? You recently got this coin, so I'm gonna go ahead and let you flip your coin.
Okay.
Tails. I'm assuming you already know what it is.
No, I do not.
What is that?
That is the success side.
Oh, so I succeed.
So you succeed. So I'm gonna say, in this occasion, yes, it will proc us 2 points of damage. 2
In this occasion.
different pieces of damage. Mhm.
In this occasion.
In this occasion. We're gonna say in this occasion because I may look into a future and find a more conclusive ruling. But in a case where I just want us to continue and more time,
Apologies.
as you fire this bullet, where are you aiming it? You pull this amulet out of your bag so that you may know that you will strike true. Where is striking true in Rykes' mind right now?
I guess it kind of depends on where she's laying, but her chest has singed clothing, revealing her skin underneath, and I'm aiming at that skin. So basically, her cleavage. I'm not trying to be like funny like that, but also it's like color and then like a different color. So I'm firing at that different color, which happens to be right in between her
We
bosom.
really
So
can't let Zakir have nice things, can we?
no.
Really not.
So basically,
fun-
being right at
It
that
hurt him
sternum.
so badly, he's been passed out for the last 5 minutes.
He's gotten a cool knife out of it though so far. So
Yep. So
He's just like that the rest of the session. We continue making fun of him, and then like 3 days from now, we find out he's actually dead.
that'd be funny.
he
So,
fell on his knife. No.
Rykes, as you fire the second shot into the chest cavity of Charmesia, and it explodes, sending pieces of her sternum and ribs and some of her vital organs out into the sky around her in this singed, smoky environment, killing her. Does that end your turn?
Sorry, I have
Ain't that far enough away.
20 feet of movement, so I'm just kind of seeing where I'm gonna move.
This is how we make supervillains.
Yes, I know. I'm gonna move right here.
Yeah,
I
you're
know,
not
make
gonna, you can't get far enough away. You're gonna go down. This guy's gonna straight up murder you.
Ugh.
Okay.
We'll find
Does
out.
that end your turn?
Yes.
Zach, you're too eager. You got several turns now.
Okay. Moving on to the turn of Pilat. Pilat,
No,
as
Pilates.
this bullet flies by him and strikes towards her, and he sees her explode. You're unable to fully see his eyes for a time, Rikus, but his whole body was moving towards her, and he was moving fast. And he comes to a dead stop and turns to you. And you see the yellow, beady eyes in his helmet of plate, almost like color over red, as he is going to move up to you.
Right, because you're dead. You can do
I
way
saw
more
that
than
one
4
happen.
You
attacks.
see him, he was like putting his greatsword away. And you see him as he turns, he pulls it back out, this ice gleaming upon its edge. He begins moving up to you. And as he gets closer, you hear almost like a growl in his throat before he calls out, "I'm sure he won't mind." And he is going to begin making strikes upon you.
Oh no.
You only
Dang.
have 3 HP.
One.
I thought he had 1.
One.
I have one.
Oh.
He has one hit.
Oh.
Okay. No, that's just the text being small.
So, I am going to begin by saying, I'm going to roll all of this publicly. Secondly,
Rikus is dead.
I am also going to say, he has not used his action surge today.
Shut up.
What? Yeah, he has.
He has 2 of them.
Oh.
Oh, you son of a fucking bitch.
High level
Thanks.
fighters get multiple.
Well, friend, it was nice knowing you.
We'll find a whistle.
First strike. It is possible that he doesn't get hit 3 times. He has a very high AC. These are not at advantage. This is merely a d20 plus 11. First strike.
Okay.
That one hits.
First strike. As he cleaves down upon you, knocking you unconscious.
Cool.
Womp womp.
Ooh.
Second strike.
Meets.
As you are falling, you see again he strikes down across your body from chest to hip.
Womp womp.
There we go.
Miss.
Cleaving upon this like marble covered with carpet floor down beneath you, a chip that scrapes up towards you guys. Wayne, Leopold, you both see Pilat has gone feral effectively for this time. He's not wielding his blade with any sort of finesse or skill as he was when he knocked unconscious Sakir and Linen. He is just striking down at the armored body of Rikus.
Ooh.
Ooh.
It's bad here.
One last attack roll. As I said previously, he is striking with no tactics, so he is not using any of his features, any of his maneuvers. So,
He's in a blind
he's
rage.
in a rage. A non-barbarian rage. Last roll.
Oh.
Oof.
Oh, what?
Womp womp.
As he is
It
striking...
was on a 4.
As
Oh.
he is striking down upon Rikus, who just killed his partner in crime, striking down, hammering into your armor, he finally slides off the armor and slides into your neck, decapitating Rikus in his last.
What the fuck?
You know, as long as his head doesn't get brought to any wacky altars, we should be fine, right, guys?
He does not take the head.
They ask you how
Right,
you're doing,
right.
you say that you're fine.
The
You're not really
wound
fine. You just
immediately
can't get into it.
freezes over at the neck on both sides. as he strikes down, and seemingly after the final strike, coming out of his rage, is going to use whatever movement he has left, which he moved 25 feet to get to you. He is also going to use a second wind, which second wind. Here it is. A tactical shift. Whenever you use your second wind and activate it with bonus action, you can move up to half your speed without provoking opportunity attacks. So that gives him.
What opportunity attack?
Well, I was just giving that as an excuse as to why he's moving faster than what he should, as he would have 30 plus 20. So he is going to move 50 feet towards Sharmisia, and that is going to be his turn. As he begins moving over, he does not... Let me rephrase. As he makes this final strike, he begins moving swiftly. But he turns over towards you, Leopold, with his head and locks eyes with you as his eyes go from red to yellow again. It is your turn. I'm gonna roll that HP for the second win.
I assume he is still not looking that hurt.
No, he
Even
just got
less
that
so
one.
now that he just got a second wind.
What would
As
Leo
this is
do here from a
happening,
character perspective?
Thomas,
Yep.
I will provide an opportunity for a last word. If you have one.
The head's just laying there talking to us.
Well, hey,
this
we
would've
have
been before
mental
the final
communication.
strike, but
Metal Gear style.
It could be mental. It could be a scream.
Shit. I'm really put on the spot here.
Yes, you are. That's what happens.
Those are his
That's what happens
last
when you go
words.
crazy aggressive,
But I
kill
thought
someone,
so.
and then die for it.
Those are his last words.
No, wait.
Put us on the spot here.
I'm put on a little of a spot here. Head gone, rolling across the floor of the Senate building.
No. Okay. Serious note. Okay. I've got this. I'm going to, and I'm assuming I'm kind of like fading it out of consciousness, kind of almost looking in Wayne and Leopold's direction. And I am just going to mentally, because I'm being decapitated, cry out. I never got to say goodbye.
So those of you who are conscious hear that as the greatsword chunks into the carpet beneath him, and you see the head begin to roll in the hallway behind him.
Wait, I thought my neck froze to my body with it sliced.
No, both sides froze, but they were still separated. It's almost like a
Oh.
freeze burn cauterization is what I was more getting at, not like they froze together. I
Cool.
apologize if that wasn't clear. So, Leopold.
He locks eyes with I need to remember this guy's Palat. Well, his eyes have lost that sort of murderous glare to them. It's almost like he exchanged it with Leo as he's going to move
BPK.
30 feet. Actually, he doesn't need to move 30 feet forward. He's only going to move 15 feet forward. And he is going to do the exact same thing he did last turn. No, the flintlock has 30 feet of minimum range. Even if I moved my full 15 forward, I would be 40 feet away.
Unfortunately.
Very. Anyways, I will start with Ray of Frost. Fuck. That is a nat 1.
Oh.
That is
I-
a miss. Even with
Womp
his
womp.
lowered AC. Jade! You're being very unserious. Your brother just died.
He doesn't know that yet.
He's
wakes up.
also
Fucking kidding
unconscious.
me. I rolled 2 overall 10s in a roll. It's just that blind rage, man.
Yeah.
But that is also Leo's entire turn. I don't imagine he's going to be... Well, should he move from the spot? Logically, it would make sense to move from the spot. Emotionally, Leo is not going to. That will end his turn.
Lynn and Sakir, if you could both give me a constitution roll to see if you wake up. Aside
It'd
from
be
that,
very,
Wayne.
it'd be very funny to wake up. Nope. That's a 12 on
Come
mine.
on. It'd be so cool. Come on. Dang it, it's a 19. It's a 19, Zach.
Come on.
Dang.
What are you up now? Quit touching my friends. Fireball.
Yeah.
Okay.
Damn, dude.
Do you still have a third slot for Revivify?
According to
One more.
this, he does.
After this, I had all 3 coming into this.
Okay, so he only has a +1.
I, for one, completely forgot that Wayne actually had Revivify.
Me too.
If I-
He is going to use Indomitable to attempt. If I fail a saving throw, he can reroll with a +11.
Oof.
So +12. Barely meets
I think a
your
7,
DC.
yeah.
Fuck you fat metalhead.
Does meat beats on saving throws?
Yes, it does.
Yes. Meats beats
Okay.
everywhere.
That is
Okay.
30 half.
But he's wearing metal armor.
Trisima
Broken
is
effect
what?
here.
Like just like singed ash at this point.
She is young.
The body is certainly looking cooked at this
She
point.
is not Yamcha,
It
she
would
is full
melt
metal
off the
alchemist
bone,
dust.
one could say.
Well, I blew up her chest cavity.
Yeah, what is with you guys and anti-boobs? Like, it was like really extreme.
You're
For
all
both of
ass
you.
men.
You saw a hot chick naked, and we decided to kill her.
No, we decided to kill her because she murdered a bunch of politicians.
We decided that we had to kill her because it was the first woman you saw naked.
Look, let's be honest,
How
probably
dare
not the
you.
Probably not the first.
We've
She
already
wasn't good-
decided that Sakir's a virgin, so
She wasn't good for you, Sakir.
Alright.
He wasn't
Hey,
interested.
Pat,
He's borderline asexual.
her body is, in fact, on fire, or at least partially ashen by now.
Yes, it
Because
is.
she is now considered an object. Being
As
flammable
rules is
ob-
written, dead bodies are objects, yes.
Bunch of men.
but now
Thinking
she's
that
even
women
lighter.
are not objects.
she is
Anyways, I believe
half on fire.
I believe it is now Palat's turn. Assuming Wayne has no further bonus
As
actions.
Rikus is currently dead. Palat will move the rest of the way to her. This magical metal scroll of sorts is picked up, and you see him
That thing
hoist
survived?
the remains. Magical items can't be burned.
Okay.
Reaches down
This is
and
true.
hoists what bit of her remains are left as they are roasting, and begins to read. He does not have spellcasting levels, so he has to make a check for this. It is not a high DC, and he does have a good roll for it, but he still does have to roll a 10 on this,
Damn.
and he has a +4.
Nat 1.
Yeah!
Okay.
Holy shit.
Let me see if he has something that can allow him to reroll that.
It's not a saving throw, so I can't use Indomitable.
When you fail an ability
Layer
check,
action.
you can expend a use of second wind. You add the die to the result of the ability check. This is.
You already used the second wins.
He has 4 of them, my brother. He's
What?
used
You
3.
said he's
Use-
2! Okay,
No,
that's
he has
fine.
2 action surges.
Action surges.
Oh, okay.
Second
My bad.
ones are a different resource.
Yeah,
Welcome
my
to
bad.
high-level fighters.
yes, they're cool. I played one.
So he has to roll a 4 on this d10 to be able to succeed.
2. Yeah!
Oh! Okay, that means you guys have another turn. The item is not expended since he failed, but that does mean you guys have another turn for whatever you guys.
Whatever the fuck.
Whatever the fuck you guys can do this turn.
Where's
Leopold.
the?
Leopold!
There is no backup
Can
coming,
you
man.
can you force cannon the item out of his hands?
keep him here as long as possible for more Senate Guard?
So
I have been rolling to see how long it will take the Senate Guard to get here.
They
Not
better
here
get here soon.
even if I use max movement, I think I am still technically out of range of using that stupid
You can move
flintlock
through the
that you
fountain.
gave me. I can?
I mean,
Yes.
it's not
I-
like it's a 10-foot tall fountain. Like,
Okay. I guess that makes sense, but yeah. I do want to say one thing though, from I guess not necessarily metagamey standpoint, but since Rakus's head is cut off, I do believe you'll need a mending to sort of put that back on if we did want to revivify.
We have mending. It's fine.
We have mending.
Well, the thing is that revivify has to be done within a minute, which is 10 rounds. And so then
It's only it's the top of the second round, so
Yeah.
and I believe the
I-
one person that has mending is currently unconscious.
Hello.
I have mending.
No, yeah. Leopold has mending.
Either way, if you
I-
have
I
all
was
the body
just-
parts present, I'm
Yeah.
not gonna make it a fuss. Like, if you have the
Okay,
body parts
I-
present,
I
He's gonna
at
have a-
least wanted to
Plus,
put that
the body
fact
parts
out
were
there.
cauterized.
Yeah. Think about
It's
the
more
cool.
so just attaching them.
it's
Think about the really
weird.
cool scar Rakus will have when he gets
yeah.
revived.
Anyways, then in that case, 30 feet.
I'll just prestidigitate it back on his head.
That's how that works.
Alrighty then, let's calculate my bonus with this weapon just to make sure. Is this plus okay, so this is the Bloodsbane Flintlock is a +2 firearm.
Yes, it is.
I have +4 dexterity, and I should have proficiency with firearms because, it says optional at DM discretion, but I believe that is, makes sense. So I should have a +3. So in that case, I should have a +9 to hit with this.
Yes, you should. Let me figure out what type of weapon it is. It's just considered a pistol. Let me add proficiency of that to your sheet so that it auto-loads.
Yeah, but I guess my question for this is: has there been any further degradation on his armor due to the acid I poured on?
Slightly.
Okay, because with that way I've
You should have a +9 now on D&D Beyond. It's not going to change anything
say
on 4.
with the way I have been rolling, I'm gonna need that. Oh, that is the perfect time to crit.
That's a
Oh,
that's
yo.
a crit, baby.
Yes. And I need to remember this
It's
thing's
going to
additional
make that
effects.
con save. So you deal an extra 1d8 fire and 1d8 necrotic damage on a hit, on top of the 1d10. You also deal on a DC 17 Constitution saving throw an extra 4d8 fire damage that is boiling their blood.
And I'll say, is it reduced or fully removed on save?
It is,
Because I think, as written, it is just fully removed.
as written, it is just fully removed. their blood does not boil if
Yeah.
he succeeds.
I'll go ahead and use it anyway, because I'm not going to use this thing again. But bang bang, motherfucker. Wait, hold on. This is, a pistol and not a flintlock, but bang bang. I assume he succeeded. 17 is exactly what he needed to succeed.
Barely.
Anyways, that should then
Damn.
be should be 2d10 plus 4d8 plus 4.
Times 2 for the bonus. But are you rolling just double
that was-
dice, or you just?
I was just rolling double dice.
No, just roll the dice and then double everything, including modifier. That's how I do it.
Plus 3. Actually, no, it's plus 5 because it's plus 2 weapon. That is 38 damage.
Nice.
Nice. That's a very solid hit.
Now his blood is on fire. Well, not on fire.
No, it's not.
No, he succeeded the save, sadly.
Unfortunately.
And
say,
I
if
will.
you'd have gotten the save, that would have been a real big hit.
I know.
They already
Well, he
was.
also had an Indomitable use, so he probably would have succeeded on the retry. But
Only has one use of Indomitable at his level.
I'm just used to assuming that he has all the fighter resources. Anyways,
He's not level
let's
20. I'll say that. I wouldn't throw a
hit
level 20
him
against a group
with
of level
a.
Bonus action, force ballista that shit out of his hands.
Well, if I bang it out of his hands, he can still just pick it up and use it. I just want to kill him.
Can we counterspell that thing? Or that's not how that works?
I don't think anybody in this party has counterspell.
Nope.
That is a 24 to hit.
24 does hit.
8 damage.
And he gets pushed.
And he does get pushed 5 feet.
As he is carrying her, he will also.
Can you two snoozers please get up?
Alright,
How?
Here we go! Come on, Secure, we gotta do some roll!
Okay.
Please.
Even with everything
literally
that
one
is not
point of
your
a-
third level spell slot.
Damn it, 18.
This is just for
Wow.
fun. These d20 rolls. Alright.
Alright.
Damn.
I spent it on my 19 last time.
Got anything big, Wayne?
I
Just don't
believe he
use
already
your other
dropped
third level spell
fireballs.
slot. You got a second
I mean-
level?
I mean, if he expends the
I will let
the
everyone know
spell
he has
slot-
1/3 and 1 second left. That's it. Y'all are tapped.
Bonus action, sorcery points.
yeah.
How
I
many
believe
sorcery
he's out of sorcery points.
I have 0
okay.
sorcery points.
Unless he
Why
wants
would he?
to
Why would he burn a
convert.
spell slot for sorcery points when he only has 1 second level and 1 third level, and he
No,
needs
but
the
he-
third level?
I was saying the
Technically,
If
if
he-
he gave up his second level,
Yeah, he gets
he
3
could
1 levels.
quicken his
Oh,
third and then cast a cantrip as well as his action for maximum damage. But then he would not be able to revive you.
Okay, but if you sacrifice your second, you have 3 level. You can do 3 level 1s as well. Oh no, that's not how that works.
That's not how that
No.
works.
A level 1 and a quicken. Level 1 and
No, you can sacrifice sorcery points to regain first level spell slots. I believe.
No,
Yeah.
it also goes in the other direction.
yeah.
Yes, it does, but it would take multiple turns of doing so. So you'd have
Oh
to
yes,
go
'cause bonus action.
spells
Yes,
to
yes, yes, yes.
sorceries, sorceries to spells.
Yeah, I was hoping that you had a lot of sorcery points that you could turn into another third level later on, but you do not.
I'm gonna look over at Rex's head as it is just laying there a few feet away from his body. And I'm gonna just sigh and go, "This is for my friend." And I'm going to pull out a frag grenade that Rex has given to me, and I'm going to throw it so that
You
it
don't get a
lands
second level
right here.
guiding bolt. Oh.
Does the same damage, but I
Got
have
a
a
second
long
level
range of
grenade.
guiding bolts if he tries to go anywhere. Instead
the
of
power-
Yes, sir.
Okay,
the power of
so throwing a
friendship
frag
and
grenade,
military
what's
ordnance.
my deck save?
I believe it's 15.
Oh, he's making
15.
that deck save.
He only has a +1.
Oh,
and he
yeah,
already
that's
used his
right.
Indomitable.
For some reason, I thought he had a really good deck save.
No, it's
So he's
because
in
it's
full plate,
Indomitable,
bro.
Which gives you a +11. to
He's
your
in full
weight.
plate, bro.
Okay, so D20 +1, DC's 15.
Ooh,
Damn.
that's an
That is
18.
Yeah. So
I
half
will
damage.
say, you guys are fucking up the body of Sharamisia. There's so little left. He's like holding on to a spine and some ribs and a little bit of flesh hanging off the side.
Varys can fix it. Don't worry about it.
Cooked to perfection.
I think this is a little past that, and generally cooking doesn't use frag grenades.
It is well done.
How many
Anyways,
Take
well
what's,
done.
what's the damage? What's the damage?
Ooh, that's dumb.
6.
6 points of damage.
Might have been
Damn.
better off just casting a cantrip.
Okay.
This is for my friend.
So does the force cannon and the grenade do anything to the object it has?
No, it does not.
Damn.
No, it does not.
Is the magic scroll?
It is, well, it is a magic item that is in the form of a scroll.
Okay.
So, I guess I'm just gonna roll again. Dear Jesus. He's got his second win. His last second win. Just let this combat be over, guys. Please,
No.
if I roll a one,
He's
I'm gonna
going
kill
to
myself.
die.
If I had rolled a 1, I would have just said no.
Yay.
He's gone. He leaves. With the charred remains of Sharamisia, he, seemingly unable to fluently read the magic text on the scroll, has difficulties. But eventually, you see a purple doorway appear in front of them that he steps through, and it closes behind him.
Faggot.
Fuck.
How much health did he have left?
He had 43 hit points.
Damn.
If he'd have failed that con save, 4d8 doubled would have put him very, very close. Very, very close.
Dang. Well,
So,
there's only one thing to be done now, which is get our ass over to Rikus and mend the body, head back onto the body, and get his ass revivified.
Think of how cool.
Do the
this
other two
starts.
stabilize?
We're
No,
unconscious.
they've been
yeah.
stabilized this whole time. I was just seeing if
No. But I'm like, now that we're out of combat, since
do they
everyone
wake
is
up
surrounding
without
my
anyone
dead body,
interacting with them? No.
Aw.
would someone like to go wake up at least my brother?
Both of you are needed to
Yeah,
attach Rikus's head and revivify him. So no.
I am concerned about getting you to
Can
not die.
Sakir roll a positive? Since if they were rolling death saves, they would have succeeded by 3 times by now.
Well, that saves just make you unconscious. They don't pop you back up unless you get a nat 20, which is what they were rolling for.
Yeah, so I'm technically at 1 HP. I'm just unconscious.
Yeah.
Damn, bro.
So, as we do this, Linen, Sakir, if you guys want to roll again to see if you wake up, you're welcome to. But we're gonna stay with them. So, Leopold, Wayne, as you guys run over to the body of Rikus, and oh no,
No, Sakir! What happened?
Sakir starts going into death saves.
no, he does not. He only succeeded on the coin.
Oh, damn.
You flipped the coin for it? You jerk.
Dude, that would have been so funny if Sakir just bleeds out while they're reviving Rikus.
Anyways,
As you guys run over Leopold, Wayne, what do you guys do?
out of character I know, but in character, I don't know if Wayne can fix this. So I'm just going to look at Wayne pleading, can you fix this? Can you heal him?
I think so. Grab his
Have
head
you
real quick.
mended his head?
This would have been, assumedly, after the mending of the head.
Oh, you're saying this after you've put it on because you mended it?
Well, order of operations doesn't matter. Once you say yes, he'll put the head back on.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I can. He didn't get to say goodbye. We can't allow that. And I'm going to cast Revivify.
Okay. So, I run Revivify, as most of you know, as most of you have seen a death and revival in my game outside of Zach. With a little bit more stress to it. It is an attempt at a quick fix at a loss of life. It is not an easy affair. It requires an expensive diamond, and it requires a calm mind in or just after a combat. I have one question for Rikus, though. This is your first
Yes.
death, correct?
Correct.
Just make
Well,
No, this
yes,
is your first
yes.
death.
This is absolutely
You've
my
come
first
close
death.
multiple times in your backstory. but-
Very close.
So, Leopold, Wayne, as you are the only two conscious, life must be brought with a sacrifice. If it is just the diamond you are using, the DC will be a little bit higher. But, as a part of this quick ritual, you can provide an item or something that is either of emotional worth or material worth in an attempt to make this an easier passing. Almost something to appease the Raven Queen as she is trying to take this soul and move it to its proper domain.
Which I worship.
You don't have to, but it might be
Sacrifice?
a little more difficult.
I'm going to pull the Bloodspike Great Axe out. I'm just going to place it on his chest and go, warrior's weapon for a warrior. And then I'm going to start casting.
Okay. Does Leopold throw something into the pile?
I'm trying to see if I have anything I would consider, like, good for it. If that makes sense.
Use Rekus's gun.
That's a bit of a dick move.
Say, hey, I needed to do it to bring you back, man.
Because I want this to be like. Obviously, I want this to be an item that is, emotionally valuable.
Zach doesn't know what you have. Just make up a story.
I'm going to play this legitimately in the spirit of, respecting the game.
This was my first girlfriend's first tampon.
No!
Don't worry, it wasn't used by her.
It was passed down matrimonially through her family.
I'm trying to.
It can just be something of monetary value. It doesn't lower the DC as much, but it can be used.
Okay, I want to offer. Okay, what are you gonna say, Rikus? And then I will say my
With
piece.
the note that you are dead.
With the note that I am dead, Leopold would have a notion of this more than Wayne, but there is a specific item in my pocket that specifically Leopold would know more about. But there is a specific item in my pocket that may be of extreme value. And it's a matter of whether or not he thinks about that item. So if there's a role
Say.
involved that you'd like to give.
Here
I think
is
you know
what
what item I'm thinking of.
I know what item you're thinking of.
the only thing that's coming to mind, because you used it earlier, is the Clockwork Amulet. I'm not sure if that is
No.
what you're thinking of. Okay.
It's not right.
Well, what I'm
In-
saying is basically,
Here-
I don't know what to set the DC to or what the roll, if it'll be a flat roll with maybe like a +2, because you know what I'm talking about, maybe like a DC 15. And then if you get it, I'll tell you what it is. Because in our conversations that we've had solo,
think in this
I have held it.
I think in this case, unless Leopold really wants to try on this, this is a split second.
Yeah.
I'm putting
And-
something out as Wayne is casting this in an attempt to.
Here is what I'm going to offer, DM.
Okay.
I'm going to offer my turret, specifically in the Force Ballista form. I won't be able to use it in this form until some plot stuff happens that, presumably I might gain that ability back sometime, but I will be locked out of using specifically the Force Ballista 2d8 damage push variation for
A period of
the foreseeable future.
Absolutely. I think that is, his primary use of his turrets, and I also think that, thinking sentimentally, it was probably the first that he made.
Most definitely.
So, with that, I will note how I run things. For a character's first death, the DC is a 10. Due to the Great Axe and the turret provided, it is a 4 now. So, it is effectively impossible to fail. Wayne, if you would like to make me a check using your spellcasting modifier, aka a d20 plus 5. With a dirty 20, I just have one question for the soul of Rikus. Is Rikus willing to return to his body?
Nah.
That would be so funny. Yes. Given his last words.
So Rikus, what happened to you? You said you didn't get to say goodbye, and then things went black for a moment as the audio faded out. You heard a scream from Leopold, but a second later you heard an explosion as all of your senses went black, and you faded into a void for a moment. Your seeming soul opens its eyes to see before it a hand, not aggressively, not kindly, but in a pure neutral sense. You see the feathers of a raven upon this arm and the hand of a woman reaching out towards you. And as you look up and you close your eyes in acceptance, you feel a hand grab your shoulder, metaphorically. And you could have held on to the hand of the Raven Queen, but instead you let go. You are dragged back into reality as you gasp and wake up. Your neck burns. It feels like icy hot. It has been frozen and now is just hot. And you feel the wetness as the ice melting going down your chest in below your armor. As you wake up, what is your response?
You don't have to say oh God, idiot.
God fucking...
Damn
I
it,
think I deserve that.
guys!
I think I really actually deserve
You
that
deserve
one.
that for what happened with Pax.
I deserve that for PAX. I really do. Anyways, to kind of, you know what? I'll take that. Anyways,
Sorry.
kind of just role playing off of how Zach described it. Just the Rena, Lydia. You do not look very good from this angle, I will say. As I see Leopold, and then I turn to Rex and I say, "You, on the other hand, fuck, my neck hurts. What the fuck happened? Get me up." And I reach out for Leopold
Linen.
Well,
with my good arm.
You to consciousness, back to Rikus and them.
well, you don't look very good decapitated.
Well, Rex
That
said,
would explain a lot.
Rex said his goodbye. We can kill him now.
Don't ever do that again.
Hold on. Let me. Yeah, hold on. I'll do another one with your secure.
I rolled a pair.
No,
of
no, no,
sixes
no.
for them, and I
DM, I really want to roleplay this one. Let me roleplay this one. No, okay. So we get up. I'm kind of slinged over Leopold's shoulder. I'm assuming they're kind of just filling me in on what happened towards the end there. And we're gonna walk back over to where Linen and Sakira are. And Sakira is totally just like totally out cold, just dead sleep. And I want to. He's just unconscious at 1 HP, right?
No, with his nat ones, he's close to like bleeding, starting to bleed out.
You rolled like 14, 19, and then just 2 net ones.
I'm gonna kind of lean over and just like my one last little healing potion. I'm just gonna like just kind of gorge into his mouth.
He just starts having a seizure and foaming at the mouth like as they're walking up to him.
And then I'm gonna lightly kick him, and obviously waiting for him to come to. Let's see. Normal healing potion is 2d6.
I'm at 2d4 plus. I'm at 2.
2d4 plus what?
Here, 2 plus 2.
Okay.
You guys.
And I'm gonna kick him and say, sorry. I was gonna kick him and say, "Get the fuck up, you lazy shit."
As you are doing this, you're pouring the health potion to him. You guys hear the faint thump, 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 rhythmic footsteps of guards coming down the corridor. But a second later, a pair of 6 Senate guards round the corner and become in line of sight of you.
Well, you all certainly got here in time.
Fucking late as always. I'm like clutching my neck and being carried away.
You see one of the Senate guards who was seemingly sent to the eastern side of the facility looks out, and you see they also now have blood on their armor. As he clomps up, he says, "Sincerest apologies, we were delaying a riot."
Well, we found 2 of the people who perpetrated this. Killed one,
One's dead.
but the other escaped with the body.
And the magical tablets. Wait, would I know about that? Yes, I was filled in by you two.
You saw.
I was filled in by you two.
Sheriff pulled it out before you went unconscious.
Yes, and the magical tablet that I'm assuming caused half of these problems. Did we get that, by the way? You didn't fill me in on that part. Fuck.
I'm gonna go over here
Trying to kill the man.
as they're approaching, and I'm gonna go investigate and see if anything fell out of her singed, probably wholly, mostly gone garments. Because magic items don't burn, but her clothes might.
Yes.
So,
And the only item he picked up was
He only.
her
picked
body
up the
and the.
scroll. I will have you roll me an investigation check.
2 giant pieces of plastic.
Oh, I want to do that now.
16.
16. So you like go into your mind and you're like, did anything fly out from her body? And you kind of remember her staff seemingly evaporated upon her death, almost causing a bit of an extra explosion in the area. You remember she had a book. Where is that book? She had a ring. You remember it like pinging off the wall. You remember hearing that sound particularly, and you go searching for it. With a 16, you are unable to find the ring, as you assume it pinged off into the outside of the facility, or at least was towards the door, and just pinged out when you fireballed. But amongst some of the rags, you see what seems to be like a crispened, edged book that seems to have been her spell book that you are able to pick up. And this is a +3 arcane grimoire.
Oh.
Oh.
Those are
That's
dang.
good.
When I'm not playing a wizard, you throw this in front of me.
Sadly requires attunement by a wizard, but is a very valuable item.
I'll be a wizard. Those are my next 2 levels of a wizard.
We can give it to Lycus.
They might be Wayne's if he starts reading this book.
Acting like Lycus doesn't already have one.
I mean, yeah, but he's the only wizard we know, so at least wizard. He's the wizard we're on best terms with.
Fair enough.
I like to imagine nobody woke up Linen.
No,
Just pop the healing potion up.
Running up.
Yeah, all I know is that Secure got a healing potion, Linen didn't.
I mean, I do still have first level spell
No.
slot, so
No,
I
it's
can
okay.
cure wounds people.
No,
So
I'm
as
just
you
gonna-
guys all are now awake, another minute goes by and another group of Senate guards, and they begin securing the weaponry and the items of the other guards who were found dead in this chamber. They also secure the general premises on the outside. So as you guys are beaten, wounded, recently deceased, what do you guys do now?
We should probably check in with Lycus, huh?
Yeah.
I think we can use rest. As Leo is just like slumped against a wall.
I'm going to look at the guards and say, and what of the reports of the rest of the squadrons? Is there any more activity?
You see
In the Senate
what seems
building.
to be like the lieutenant of this guard kind of look over after looking at one of his dead comrades who he seems to have known, kind of takes the sash on his shoulder and places it over his arm as he kind of walks back to you and says, there has been no major findings in the facility outside of people hiding in rooms. It seems, after looking into the Senate floor, that many of the assailants were killed inside the room. The room above, that is. Current count is there was 3 others on top of the 2 that you chased. We are still digging through wreckage. Outside of that, the riots have been a greater cause of distress. Of our 500 Senate Guard, 20 are wounded and 3 are dead currently. Some of the rioters had weapons.
What about all these dead guys?
No,
They're all guards.
we're adding to the lists.
Sorry, I couldn't help more. I only had the 1 diamond for this fatty.
Kind of looks out and says, perhaps we will be able to do something, but I don't imagine I will have a job here very soon. Please, head back to the other wounded. We will take care of this scene.
Looking at the lieutenant. In my bloodied as hell retired military garb, I'm going to point at him with my faux left arm. And while I'm slinging off of Leopold and say, I know it won't make a damn, but tell whoever you need to tell that the Inexorables believes this to be a farce there's a ploy at play, and it was not our enemies to the north that did this. Although it's easy to believe.
And
Fuck, I can't speak. Leopold, just carry me.
sit down. Just sit down for a moment, Rikus.
We're gonna
If you
keep
do-
walking back to.
Two things.
Yes.
One, I would like to tell the guard that if you do find yourself out of a job, well, might see if you can contact Leica Serenin. Perhaps you might have a future in the Inexorables. But for further point, Wayne. So you heard the ring. I don't think any of the rest of us would. Well, the only other person who would have been in a position to hear the ring, I think, would have been myself. Would you point out that there's a ring somewhere around here from that woman that we could potentially find? Because if you would call that out, Leopold would probably help you. But if he doesn't know what to look for, doesn't know
I
what to
will
look
also
for.
say by the time Wayne would have done that and then came back and told you about it, guards would have arrived at that point and probably would have secured the scene.
Well, surely I can offer my assistance in helping them while I, look for the ring myself. We are allies.
You are also like. You also have Rikus slinged over your shoulder,
Yeah, I was
just like
I was
arm
gonna
in arm, just like you are limping me. You are helping me limp along.
I would presumably, set you down against a wall
if you really,
somewhere.
really want to pursue this, you're welcome to, but I will say it would be dissuaded by the guards. They would be like, no, you have an injured friend.
Alright,
It's
in-
okay.
In that case, I will continue on towards where Lycus and the rest of the surviving senators are.
Yes.
At least that's where I assume we're going.
Back to Lycus.
To be fair, Wayne has not exactly been the most forthcoming with his loot.
Yeah,
finding.
Wayne would not tell anybody.
Well,
DM,
I would say
As much as
Wayne didn't
I,
find
as a
the ring.
player, would love to tell you and send you to find her shiny bauble went bouncing down the steps. Wayne would not tell you that he picked up a very expensive spellbook.
Well, it wasn't that you picked up the spellbook. It was that you heard her ring go somewhere.
Let's move on. We're trying to do some shit.
DM, just for my sake, around my neck, is there just like, even among my very pale Shadarkai skin, well, somewhat palish Shadarkai skin, is there just like this massive scarring around my neck now, like at
Yes.
towards the base? Fuck yeah.
Imagine the scarring that one would have after a failed hanging. You have a similar version.
I would wager it's probably a little bit thinner,
It's a little bit thinner, yes.
basically the same scar.
Yeah. Maybe a little bit
Actually-
thinner, but like the ice that froze around it that also melted upon it. Your skin is very sensitive around your neck currently.
I guess I've been out
Marcus.
for the
Yeah.
past bit. What happened to your neck and what happened to your arm?
Well, you would know about the arm.
Are we talking about this? No, actually, you are the only one that knows about the arm in the party. And
When'd you
well,
lose your
no,
arm?
Sakira doesn't know.
We had that trip where
I
you
figured
could-
they would have
your arm.
seen you. I figured they would have seen you replace the arm. Oh well.
Yeah,
Oh,
we saw the quick replacement, but it's like Lynn didn't know when he lost his arm.
Right, because you're sweating a lot too. I've not seen you like this before. Is it that injury? What happened after we went unconscious?
Would you say it's better or worse than the
Apparently,
vampire
the
incident?
entire fight, you fucking.
In defense of Kid, Lennon, and myself, none of us were expecting that man to be able to cross the entire room in 5 seconds and smack all of us to death. Near to
He was
unconsciousness,
very
anyways.
close. Did we get him?
Apparently, none of
What
you
did
have fought against Yankee.
Did we get
Well,
him
I
or did
don't
you get
think
the wizard?
I don't think that man was a Githyanki, and we got the wizard. Just
If he was a Githyanki, you'd be dead too, Rikus.
I believe the wizard was
Say that
You
to
what?
the one that
Mortis.
died by my hand. Anyways, those are old war stories that you unfortunately didn't take part of, my brother. Just like this fight. I would have the rest of the party fill you in on what exactly happened. But I think
Yes.
I may have died.
Come
You
again?
did. Your brother died.
My memory is very blurry, and I believe that I saw our dear beloved Raven Queen.
If I had not asked, would you have not told me?
Lennon asked anyways. I could have cared less about it. Now, as for my arm, that is a story for another day. My left arm is in 0 pain, as I was lucky at where it broke.
Yeah, his head clean.
And I kind of hold up my arm to let the sleeve roll down, and you see that the rest of my arm is made of dark wood.
Yes, I noticed that earlier. I would say that this leadership that you've been showing us, today I've found reason to question due to the fact that you died. We should discuss that later, brother.
If we are going to have a team discussion about leadership, let's have it when we're all rested and in better moods. I'm not in mood for any sort of arguing, and I doubt either of you two, considering various amounts of death and unconsciousness, are either.
This is standard. This is a standard combat for
Today's been a
both
shit
of us.
show.
I'm feeling pretty good. I don't know about
I could care less.
Honestly, this might have gone better than the Vampire Mansion.
Yeah, I'm still standing.
I completely disagree. We had a permanent death in the Vampire Mansion, in case you have forgotten.
Yeah.
I don't know what your meaning of permanent is, Secure, but obviously it's not right because Rikus is standing right there alive.
Right.
Yeah. Yes.
So obviously it's not permanent.
Immediate inexorable losses are negligible.
He was saying
Either way,
that this was better than
Yeah.
the.
He's saying it did not go as poorly.
Misheard. My bad.
One thing Leo will do, as we're just trudging through the halls of the Senate floor, or I won't be Senate floor, trudging through the halls of the palace, like, just randomly, he's gonna have an epiphany, almost like drop Rikus as he realizes, wait, no riots going on outside, and he is going to call up the Rocky-Talkie that we left with Yvonne and Theobald.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
They're so
And-
far away from the capital.
No, they're okay. They're not
in
at
the
the
capital.
Capitol building, but I don't know how far the riots have outstretched.
But they are in like an entirely different district.
Yes.
I don't know how far the riots have stretched.
They're
And
aren't
the
aren't
other
they in the
day-
southern
Yeah,
Vertasis?
they're over here.
Oh,
and the
yeah,
other day
yeah.
there were riots in every district.
Okay, there were protests.
They're like
that hadn't
all the
involved
way
the
down
riots.
here.
Well, let him talk, Rikus. And
Okay.
Somewhat.
I gotta pee.
In a mix of like hurried, frantic, and tired, bringing up Yvonne and Theobald. I assume they answer.
You hear Theobald on the other end of the line. Hello.
Theobald, how are you doing?
I can't say very well currently, but I'm sure you are worse. Are you okay?
Worse for wear, but I'll live. I know there are riots. We're currently at the Capitol building, and I know there are riots outside. How far have they extended out? Are you okay at the Golden Goose?
The Golden Goose has been thoroughly kept safe. There are plenty of guards in the Vertasis districts, but if what I've heard's correct, some portions of the northern mid-district bazaar are currently on fire. There seem to be plenty of bad actors in the city right now, and on top of that, there are well-armed, reported Katanit operatives in the city.
Well, stay safe. I don't think we're in any position to do anything about those operatives, but gods above, it's been a long day, and things are about to get so much worse. Just make sure you and Yvonne stay safe.
You hear the
I
voice.
don't know if we'll be going to the Golden Goose or to the Caladarn Estates after this, but I'll keep you updated with what we do.
You hear Theobald say, "Well, I intend on getting Yvonne out of the city here this evening or tomorrow."
Well, I don't know if the streets will be safe to travel, but if they are, that's a wise decision.
Me,
I-
you have plenty of firearms put together.
There's truth in that. Stay safe.
Yes. We will see you this evening, hopefully.
See you then.
As you put down the stone, you finally hobble around the last corner, and you guys see this like middle of a hallway and the barracks right beside it that have kind of been turned into like an operating post of sorts, as a few different tables have been set up. More have been dragged out into the hallway as wounded guards have been set on top of it, and other members of the Senate Guard. You see like gauntlets taken off and like wounds going down their forearm. You see like boots and greaves ripped off and like the leg hanging on by a thread. As you guys are walking into this absolute cluster, the senators have mostly been moved to another location, as most of them were mostly unwounded. There are still a few in the room, but the rest were mostly scrapes or minor cuts, singed clothes. The few of the mortally wounded are left in here. As you guys walk up, both Lycus and Edmund are kind of sitting together discussing something. And you see Edmund as he locks eyes with Rykus and Leopold, as I'm assuming they're pretty much up at the front since they're carrying. He immediately calls out and kind of waves you over, his leg now completely like wrapped up in this white cast. Just over here, over here.
Oh, Edmund, you're gonna love this.
Oh, I'm sure he looks at your neck
as
and
I-
says, "Oh,
As I move my metal arm away from my neck.
you know, there are hotlines for that, right? You should talk to someone. Hanging yourself isn't kind."
I'm gonna look at his leg and be like, oh, that's gonna be a fun one. Good thing it was my left arm, right?
You see Lycus kind of stand up and almost like stumble a little bit. He seems super pale and queasy right now, almost like he's on the verge of constant vomiting. But as he kind of stands almost a little too quickly and kind of looks out and says, "Are you all right? Is everyone okay? What happened back there? You said you found people, seeming assailants."
Two of them.
Varys's crew, but we're
Yes.
alive. Looking at Wayne and Leopold, I say, one confirmed dead.
One confirmed. You said there was
Well,
two
her body-
suspects.
Yes, he escaped through a purple doorway of some sort. Not sure of the exact spell used, but he's reading from some scroll, and at the very least, the one we killed, she was the magic user, but she's likely not going to be able to be revived. Her body's not much more than ash.
Well, good job. He kind of looks Rykus up and down, and you see him just kind of take note, and he says, "We will discuss things likely tomorrow. You say I've heard whispers, Katana operatives in the city, paraphernalia found on the bodies of the senators who attacked the others. But you say Varys's people were involved.
Yes.
Have
Now,
any proof to say that this was not a joint attack?
Well, considering that
None.
we found the
Okay.
assailants in the middle of at least a dozen or so Senate Guard, and finishing off the last of them.
From this linen, go ahead and finish your point.
No, it's pretty reasonable to assume that they could have been involved in it. And but didn't the guard patrol that came by say there were 3 others?
Well,
On
there
top
were
of the
3
two.
bodies found in the rubble as the second floor above the Senate floor itself collapsed down into it.
Yeah.
3 people not wearing the garb of
Yeah.
the Caladrian senators or aides.
So
Um,
there's reason to believe that there's been some collaboration.
from what I saw from the second floor, looking down into the Senate, in their investigations, I asked that you look for yellow eyes. I had seen a glint of them on one of the dead assailants.
Well, didn't that, let me rephrase that. Well, I also saw yellow eyes on orc who, no, at least I think he was an orc who got away. He was buried under so much playtime, the eyes were about all I could see.
You
That's
feel
another-
like is kind of well, tempers will flare, and I could almost guarantee by the end of the night a proclamation of war will be spoken by the mouth of the king. If we do not have concrete proof, which the Senate God have taken over investigation, we are no longer a part of the Caladrian Empire, if you remember. And I have signed away the rights to my name, so I no longer have a voice among the Court of Lords. As I see it, there is
Then-
nothing we can do to influence this.
And, of course, one place where we maybe could investigate would have been in the Mid-District Bazaar, as I believe Varys's place, I forget the name of the company, owned a warehouse there. But I also hear that half the Mid-District Bazaar is on fire, and I would doubt that they wouldn't take the opportunity to cover the tracks.
From the reports I've gotten, it is merely portions of the northern mid-district bazaar, as the riots from Sun Hall have flooded out into that area. But I would not be surprised if soon more portions of it have occurred. The members of the Starry Knights have been deployed among the city. I am expecting that most of the Katanat operatives will be slain or captured by the end of this evening, if they are indeed Katanat operatives. Some will likely get away in the crowds, yes, but this city, for at least the near future, will likely be mostly on lock. But that will be... They will try, but they won't be able to. There's too many people here that will be wanting to leave tomorrow.
I'm going to wave towards towards Linen,
Yeah.
as I'm assuming I've been kind of somewhat seated /
Yeah,
set down.
Kind of, yeah.
I'm gonna wave towards Linen. As soon as he comes up, I'm gonna reach into that. I'm gonna just reach into that, grab a bag of holding at his hip,
What?
and pull out the notebook.
You don't know where I put my notebook.
I know it's there.
You know it's there, but you don't know where it is.
Is it in your bag of
But
holding, or is it on your person?
It is in the bag of holding.
Okay. As long as you know what's in the bag, you can grab from it.
Aw, man.
So unless you try and stop him,
I will try and stop. I don't think I'll be like, I don't think it's the time right now.
Well, you don't know what I'm grabbing yet.
well, he could see you
Um,
grabbing for his bag and like
Yeah.
hold the top.
There's
of the
only-
bag down.
There's only a few things in my bag that Rikus would go for, and either any of those options is like, I don't think this is the time right now, like Rikus. We can give you your blood barrel later.
As you kind of reach out
Oh.
for it, he kind of covers the bag and takes like a half step back and says that not the time.
One thing that does kind of confuse me though is I think before I passed out, they said something about not wanting to kill us.
Well, I believe that was before we killed one of them.
Yes, but I mean them having specific orders not to kill us is kind of, is that them doing a favor, or is that them saying they have more plans for
They
us?
specifically said he
Yes.
has ordered them not to kill us.
Yes.
And no,
And
I
the only
think-
he I could think of, given the fact, looking at Zakir, that the woman who said it you happened to see naked in the room of Varys. Which,
Yeah.
Raven Queen be with her.
You guys annihilated
No one
her,
else
too.
gets to see. You're welcome. We have reason to believe that he is in fact Varys. But can you please just give me the damn notebook? Looking at Lennon. I was like,
You
I'm
hear
not doing anything
Edmund
stupid.
say, absolutely you are, Rikus. Take a rest before you send anything.
Yeah. I will.
Even if it is just a nap this afternoon. I don't think, if he doesn't want you dead, there is a possibility to use that.
Yeah,
If he doesn't
I-
want me dead, then why is my head reattached?
well,
I doubt,
assumedly because we killed that
I
woman.
doubt he would have approved the sending of the message, but also, you just killed his girlfriend. So I doubt he would have cared all that much that his guard dog did some dirty work.
I feel like it might perhaps be a bit too hasty to call her a girlfriend, but point still stands.
The emotion, Lennon sort of just like, because he's been out of the fight for a bit, it's like he's had a minute to like analyze, like battlefield emotions. Is like, Rikus, it's obvious that you're still on sort of that battlefield high. We'll try and send him. If you're feeling better later, we'll send a message later tonight. Oh God, it's only like noon, isn't it?
No, it's like early to mid-afternoon at this point. It's like 3 o'clock,
Yep.
4 o'clock.
We'll send a message later tonight or tomorrow when things have calmed down a bit and we've had some time to think. Right now, it seems like you need the rest more than anyone here, honestly.
I'm gonna look at the rest of the party. Well, did anyone else happen to glean anything or pick up evidence as our fearless leader needs?
Why, Nate? Anyway, we can discuss that maybe in the morning.
Yes.
So,
I believe.
Wake me if rioters are currently invading.
I believe we're all overdue very, very long.
It's been a long day.
Lycus is
It's
going
not
to
like-
And I'm going to immediately pass out.
before you do, Lycus is going to say, I will see who I can talk to later this afternoon to discuss any findings you may have had. But to be entirely honest, our word will change nothing at this point. At
Oh, I
least
know.
Unlikely.
I know. And I'm just like dozing off.
We will discuss in the morning. Here in about an hour, there will be a long caravan with many, many troops heading back to the Caladron estate. It would be welcome that you joined us and rest it off. You have done a great deed for this nation that may or may not recognize it. you see he like almost holds in a coughing spurt for a second and says, "We will, as I said, we will discuss more in the morning. But our plans cannot change. We must continue. I still have, hopefully, a meeting with the Orgas motto. I can't remember what I called it. The wizard people. The day after tomorrow. But I may cut off your leash. This needs to be stopped. Whoever these Quentarians, Varys, all of it. Chase whatever leads you can. If you wish to stay and rest for another few days, or make your way somewhere else to do so, please do so. Rest. But when you are rested, it is your sole and only priority. Do you understand?
Alright. Well,
He's gonna kind of blink rapidly and say, I must also rest. As I said, the caravan is leaving in an hour. Please try to be on it. And he's going to like fall into his chair, and Edmund is already asleep, just taking a power nap. So, I'm assuming you guys just kind of chill, rest. Is there any conversation you wish to have amongst yourselves over the short period of time you have before you leave the Senate building?
Linen would like to, he's gonna, Leopold, how calm would you say you look right now?
I feel like the best way to describe Leo's emotions might be shell-shocked, but that's not entirely accurate. A mix of like shell-shocked and despondent, because there is kind of nothing we can do at this point, and we kind of failed. The deck was stacked against us, but
Yeah.
still failed.
Alright. Then I won't pass the note over to Leopold because I don't know the emotional state. Lynn will kind of just with whatever energy and supplies he has left, he'll just start going around and try and help medical aid some of the injured and try and get some accounts of what happened.
Okay.
I'd like to go to Wayne, and it's very simple. He just goes up and holds out his hand. Thank you. There's no one else who could have done it, I assume.
Nope. Just me.
He like squints at you for a second. Anyway, if there is any debt or discontinuity between the two of us, I hope you know that I am in your debt, if anything, at this point. Not monetarily, I would like to clarify.
Alright, very well. Happy to help. It was a
And-
sight to behold, though, his head 10 feet away from his body, covered in ice.
I'm happy to not have seen it, actually.
Fair enough.
Rest well.
You too.
That's it.
Alright. So, as you guys kind of lay about, Linen helping as the healer, helping out those around him, the guards coming in. It's mostly what you're doing is triage and then some minor helping, bandaging wounds, applying tourniquets. Over the span of the next 20 minutes, a few more wounded and one more dead Senate guard come in. But after that, it seems that the Senate guard, along with some of the guard of the city, have pushed all civilian population, including any rioters or perpetrators, out of Sun Hall and have closed the doors at this point. So there is no longer a riot in Sun Hall come 30 minutes after that. You hear reports here and there, Lennon, as you're the primary one up and about, of minor scuffles that have occurred, mostly between groups of citizens, not between guards and citizens. Some houses were set aflame, and a thing that perks your ears is that Warehouse District, the Mid-District Bazaar, was set aflame and is still on fire.
Great.
So,
I kind of want to ask the guard, were there any have any weapons from the rioters been recovered yet? And if they have, are they light Starforge weaponry?
You can kind of say back, I don't believe any weapons have been brought back for evidence yet. I believe some have been confiscated, though. I have heard that they were of quality make, but not the maker's mark that was born upon them.
Alright then.
How long is the party out for? So, or those that are asleep, so you short rest.
You guys could effectively take a short rest here, but my anticipation is we'd be going back to the Caladron estate, maybe, if you guys really want to RP a little bit here or there, before taking a long rest. You guys are past what you could call exhausted. All of you elves will, I am going to say, pretty much need to take a full long rest to be rested by morning. Like, this is,
All right.
This is not a 4-hour sleep, especially for Rikus.
Rakus needs a 12-hour sleep.
On the caravan back though, I kind of want to like sidle over to Secure. So what happened with that last senator that you went to go check out? Was he was dead when you got there, right? We couldn't save him?
Keep the information between us for now. But long story short, we have a lot of cursed items in our group. And
The knife?
I'm figuring it out. Don't worry.
Well, if you need help, well, you got a medical amateur. I can't really call myself a professional at this point. A fake priest, and your family.
And me.
And Leopold. Well, I was...
He's just like, what? Keep this between us. No.
Yeah. A wannabe gunsmith, and your family.
Wannabe gunsmith.
I guess you are.
Very
Actually, I guess you actually are a gunsmith. I just haven't seen you smith a gun.
So, as you guys... Yes, Rikus.
When we're awake, seeing the worry in Leopold's face, just reading it, as I'm just brooding over here with half an arm and a neck that still hurts a lot. Before I'm hoisted up to be helped to help to walk. I ask Lycus, the others in our party that are down at the tavern, is there any way they can be escorted to the Caladron estate as well? I believe it would rest some hearts and minds in this party to see them safe.
I apologize, I was a little zoned out. Who are you asking? Is this
Lycus, if they can, if we can have them escorted swiftly to the Caladron estate.
Lycus will say, I will try, but in this current state, accepting more of a civilian populace into a place of such high tavern nearby that is in a significantly safer area.
Anything works. Let's just let the poor Leo know.
He kind of closes his eyes, seeming to have sent a message, and says, I will hope to receive one back here shortly.
Rikus nods.
Alright. So you guys return to the Caladron estate. The setting is very somber. As the evening slides by, those of whom that were down in the Golden Goose are moved to the tavern and nearby guys. The Bronze Basilisk and the North Vertas is just a road and a half down. That being Percy along with Elon and Theobald. I believe those all the NPCs that were staying there. Leopold, your worry stretches beyond just your current friends, but also the members of your family who are currently around. You hear reports that your aunt is in good health, at least as good health as possible for being smacked once or twice by a giant golem. It takes you until later in the evening to hear from a noble who heard from a noble that the members of the Lanakdan family are fine. They were not in the Senate building. They were not necessarily even close to it at the time. They were deeper in City Hall at the time of the attack. So your mother and Maurice are, as you hear, fine. But in all likelihood, due to this event, you will probably not see them until morning unless you go hunting for them. Are you trying to hold your hand up, Zach?
No.
Okay, you did one of these, so I was.
Oh, my
I
bad.
was uncertain. Anyway, as the night goes by, Edmund's leg gets patched up better. Rikus, your arm is still just kind of attached. It's not very useful, but you have an artificer in the party who I'm sure begins thinking about a possible future on that, just to get his mind off the worry of his family and friends. As the night goes by, do you guys have any other questions or any other conversations you want to have?
I guess, are you talking about for tonight or before we leave the city?
For this evening.
I don't think Leo would have anything. He wants to get a long rest under his belt, make sure that, have the night to let things cool off before he says a few discussion points.
Okay.
Since Lennon did say later this evening he'll at least stop by Rikus, be like, what were you intending to send to Varys?
That's right, James will tell you.
James,
Yeah, he's
what did we tell the ultra
giving-
evil vampire running this campaign?
giving us just a wave. You're gonna write down wave.
Yeah.
Wave sign.
Colon wave. GGWP.
How does your colon wave?
Yeah,
What?
painfully.
Oh, yeah, very painfully.
Very
But luckily I have.
dexterously.
But luckily I have
Um,
mending, so.
Anyways, he hands me the notebook.
Oh, I don't hand you the notebook.
Oh, you don't hand me the notebook.
No, I'm just asking you. What would you like to tell him? Or what were you planning to tell him?
Is Lyndon asking Rikus that?
Yes.
Sorry, James was.
Like this is before we're going to sleep.
Children.
Oh well. Like, this is before we're going to sleep.
Anyways,
No one's around.
Sorry. Well, would you actually write it if I told you?
Depends.
Would you trust me if you handed it to me?
I don't know. How's the adrenaline?
I believe most of it is worn off, but I don't think my message has changed much.
Well, let's hear it at least.
I was only going to send him 2 words.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Alright.
Would you allow me in my own handwriting? Just fucking, just like shaky chicken scratch.
I'm thinking.
Question is, would Lennon believe that this is a discussion to have as a group before sending any message, or is he also passionate enough to just immediately send that?
That's what I'm trying to think of. I'm trying to think from like, what would how much would this mentally help Rikus?
That is kind of crazy, though. You kill his girlfriend and then just.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
I'm trying to psychoanalyze the situation.
It's definitely a super loaded message. I will say that if it was in the adrenaline rush moment and I got my hands on that, I would have been like, fuck you, bitch, fuck you. I'd just be like, just started like that.
Oh, Aiden's calm.
computer just crashed. It's
Alright.
okay, we'll continue. He is
Sorry,
still with
Aiden.
us in frozen motion.
Out
How's it-
of that, Lennon will like bring out the note. Only those 2 words.
Am I getting to write them?
Yes, but I am standing here
Yeah.
watching you write them.
Write those 2 words for like 5 times.
Yeah, I'm just like, I'm like
Don't
really
betray my.
trying to like seeing how much my hand is shaking.
I'm holding it for you.
Okay, but seeing how
Yeah.
much my hand is shaking trying to write this, I like try to stabilize my hand as I just write, fuck you. Period. And that's it.
The final
Lynn will
DC as you say period is hilarious.
Lynn will fold up the note.
Period.
It's like
What
we'll discuss more about this. We'll discuss more on this tomorrow.
He's back.
About the last thing I got was Rikus writing "fuck you." Did I miss anything important?
Nope, that was
Nope.
it. I came back.
Uh,
to the same thing.
DM.
Rikus.
I know they've been moved to a new tavern. Oh, I guess I can't ask Edmund. In that case, I'm going to ask Leopold if he would like to go see his friends. And we don't have to roleplay any of this, but to see if we can, he can help me walk a block and a half down to his friends.
Well, since it's only a block and a half away,
We can
imagine-
spend somewhat of the rest of the evening there, essentially.
I imagine it won't be too taxing on either of us. Come on.
Alright, so Rikus, Leopold head off to the Bronze Basilisk just around the corner.
LeBron's basilisk.
The Bronze Basilisk.
How will this affect his
Nate,
legacy?
Jade, Zach. Do you guys have anything else this evening? Okay. Then I'm going to give you fuck you, Thomas. What do you want?
Sorry, I was just going to add one more note. When Leopold and I enter, and obviously, we kind of lock eyes with our NPC party, which I assume that he told them that we were on our way.
Probably.
When I lock eyes with Yvonne, I'm going to say, "Ma'am, I will take that dinner now, if you don't mind."
She does not laugh all that much on that joke. But
But I
yes.
give like a sickly sweet, like, please smile. Like I
She
almost.
says, I can't cook you anything here, but once we're back in Revedan, for certainly. We will at least
Then at
pay
least,
for it.
sorry, I reach into my bag because he's, Leopold's slinging me by my dead weight arm, and I flick a gold at the counter and say, "Whatever meals." Then at least provide us your company. I know Leopold needs it too. Ain't that right, bud? Anyways, and then we will spend the rest of the night there, just kind of going over what happened with them.
So, we're going to go ahead and end this session with the report that comes out the next morning.
Oh boy.
By the end counts, the total death toll of senators. You guys saved 18, I believe.
That
19.
sounds right.
A
'cause it
bit
was,
under half.
18, 19.
yeah, it was just under half.
Yeah.
1819.
Did that guy ever get unpetrified?
Yes.
Well, I think he was crushed under. Oh.
No, there was one I saved at the end.
Yeah.
He,
I
I believe
know.
he would have been unpetrified, hopefully.
Hopefully. Unless they decided to use his petrified form as, a monument.
22 of the 40 senators died. In a case of an MCE or a mass casualty event, if there is not 50% of a Senate left, martial law is put into effect. Until the end of any war that comes up, there will no longer be a Senate in the Caladrian Empire. On top of that, the total amount of aides and Senate guards and other civilians who were in the Senate building, not any of the rioters, but that was a total of 63 deaths. Many more wounded. And especially on the Senate guard side. Most of the aides or other civilians in the Senate building, very few of them were injured. Most were dead or not injured at all. In the total amount of rioters and members of the populace and seemingly operatives, assailants, suspects, whatever you wish to call them, the perpetrators of this event, it seems that 14 members wearing or wielding some form of weapon known to be used in the Katana Empire. This is the report that is said. It is not mentioned of any maker's mark or what weapon they were wielding. Merely weaponry used specifically by Katana Hell's Riders was found upon them, along with the deaths of 140 or so. The death counts are not set in stone yet. So much death that occurred yesterday.
Is that 140 figure just civilians or civilians and guards?
Just civilians.
Yeah.
The amount of guards was put in as part of that 63.
Okay. I thought the 63 from earlier didn't include. Yeah. I was talking about guards outside.
Guards outside. It is as of yet unconfirmed, as there are many in critical condition. It is a very somber day that you wake up to. with you guys awaking, leveled up twice.
Ooh.
And we'll begin with a conversation with Lycus on what your group's plan is for the immediate future.
Did you say twice?
Yeah.
We'll be
Going to
leveling
9.
up
Yep.
for this.
Yo.
Let's go.
So, I hope you guys have had fun in the Red Rise Massacre. A
So much.
semi-successful, semi-failure, and our first inexorable death. Well, in this party. So,
Pseudo death.
Pseudo death.
Pseudo-death. So we will
Very
awake
close.
on the next day for the first time in like 6 sessions. Baru on Quintus the 13th of Peniel, the 4th day of Rise. Y'all made it through, and we are leveling up, so hopefully we'll be able to meet next week.
I should be able